All of you, welcome back to our course Big Data Analytics and Business Intelligence. So our today's topic is integration of R with Hadoop. So already we in the last lecture we already discussed about the basics of R. We have seen what is a R language, what are the data types available in R, what are the operators available in R, what are the data objects are available in R, and how to write a program in the R. So we already learned the basics of R, and we come to know that R is a programming language that is mostly used for statistical purpose. Similarly, we already aware about the Hadoop. Hadoop is a open source Java based framework which is used to support a big data analytics. In order to process a big data, you require a framework, and that is what a Hadoop. But we know that Hadoop is present at one side, R is also present at the another side. But suppose we want to we need to use the capability of both the things for Hadoop framework as well as R. So in that case, what we required, we need to integrate R with Hadoop. So that is given in this lecture. So in this lecture we are going to learn how to integrate R with a Hadoop. So very first question that comes to your mind is that why there is a need to integrate R with a Hadoop. So as I discussed earlier, that Hadoop is a framework which supports a big data, and R is a programming language that is mostly used for statistical analysis purpose. So the capability of R and capability of Hadoop, we can integrate it, and so that we can increase the capability. Once we combine the capability of R and Hadoop, we can get a new thing, and also we can able to increase their capability. So for that purpose we need to integrate R with a Hadoop. Again, you are writing a R script, you are executing it, you are performing statistical analysis, but suppose you want to run it over a cluster, because you know that Hadoop supports distributed computing where multiple nodes are there. Here you can see this is a small diagram where you can see multiple nodes are there which are connected with each other, and the same thing is running with the help of MapReduce and SDFS in a distributed computing manner. So in order to avail the distributed computing facility in R, we need to integrate R with a Hadoop. So in short, we can say that in order to increase the scalability of R, we want that the same script to be run on multiple cluster parallelly. We need to integrate R with a Hadoop. So how to integrate? Next thing is how to integrate R with a Hadoop. So there are 4 ways to which you can integrate R with a Hadoop. So let's discuss that ways. So very famous way of integrating R with a Hadoop is R Hadoop. Then another way is Hadoop streaming. Then another third way is use of RHIPE, and the last way is ORCH. These are the 4 ways are available through which you can integrate R with a Hadoop. So one by one we will discuss all these 4 ways through which we can integrate R with a Hadoop. Now very first is R Hadoop. So R Hadoop is a collection of 3 different packages which provides a large data operation with an R environment. We have seen that in order to use R, mostly we are using RStudio. Okay, and in that case, suppose we want to integrate R with a Hadoop, and that is with the help of RH Hadoop. So that R Hadoop provides total 3 packages that we are going to discuss. So R Hadoop is a very popular way of integrating R with a Hadoop, and this R Hadoop library, or you can say package, it was developed by Revolution Analytics. Revolution Analytics is one of the software firm which is the leading commercial provider of software based on R, who have developed this R Hadoop, and under this R Hadoop there are 3 packages are there. So that we are going to discuss. So very first package that is useful is RMR. RMR means R MapReduce. It helps to execute MapReduce code in the R. This is a very important package that is available in R Hadoop is RMR. RMR means MapReduce. So in order to write a MapReduce in R, you can use this particular package. Currently RMR2 package is available. RMR was a package that was developed earlier, but nowadays RMR2 version is available, which help us to write a MapReduce program with the help of R. Then one more package is available, that is RHDFS. So it provides a file management capability by integrating with SDFS, because our SDFS means our Hadoop distributed file system. So in order to make use of Hadoop distributed file system capability, we have to make use of a package called as a RHDFS. Then last one is RHBase. As its name suggests, RHBase allow us to make use of R script to access the HBase tables, because HBase is a database. It's a NoSQL database available in Hadoop framework, and suppose with the help of R you need to deal with the HBase table, you have to use this package HBase. So it provides our database management capability with integration with the HBase. So these are the three packages are available in R Hadoop which help us to integrate R with the Hadoop, because we know that in case of Hadoop, three major components are there. One is a MapReduce that is responsible for processing, then SDFS that is responsible for storing file distributed system, then HBase is there. This is one of the database available in case of a Hadoop framework. So R Hadoop is one of the popular way of integrating R with Hadoop, and that is with the help of these three packages. So what you need to do, you need to just open your RStudio and you need to load these three packages, so that you can able to integrate R with a Hadoop. Of course Hadoop is also need to be installed. So this is what we can say architecture of Hadoop. Here you can see our Hadoop ecosystem. So at the bottom you have R Hadoop, and that R Hadoop three components are there. One is a RHDFS, RMR and RHBase. So we already seen what is the utility of all these three packages. Mostly these three packages are used to integrate R with a Hadoop, but for different purpose. RHDFS is used for making use of a Hadoop distributed file system. RMR is responsible for writing MapReduce program in case of R, and RBase is used to integrate R with a HBase table. So this is what the architecture of R Hadoop. So this is a first way of integrating R with a Hadoop. Then the second way is RHIPE. So it stands for R and Hadoop Integrated Programming Environment. That is what a RHIPE, R and Hadoop Distributed Integrated Programming Environment. It involves working with R and Hadoop Integrated Programming Environment. This is what the integration. This is another way of integrating R with a Hadoop. So this is what architecture of RHIPE. So here it involves various components. So you already know that there is a R client who would submit the job to job tracker. Job tracker is present at the job tracker, we can say, is a main coordinator who is responsible for allocating the work, or you can say job, or you can say task, to the task tracker. Task tracker is present at the different nodes which are present at a different location, maybe at the same location. So job tracker is a main component which acts as a coordinator, which allocates the work to different nodes which are available at task, which means job tracker is responsible for allocating a task to task tracker, and task tracker is present at a different node. So here you can see that our client will submit the job to job tracker, then job tracker will allocate it to different task tracker which is present at a different node, because our ultimate aim is to use the capability of a Hadoop. What is the main capability? Parallel processing to distributed computing. So in this case, in the task tracker may perform MapReduce, that is responsible for processing of a data, and then during this processing it need to read and write a data which is present in a Hadoop distributed file system. So in this way this particular architecture will work. So we can say that these are the various component of RHIP. Our client is there, job tracker is there, task tracker is there, and SDFS is there. So this is what given over here. Our client is an application that calls the job tracker to execute the job. Job tracker is a master node responsible for monitoring the MapReduce job. Then you have task tracker which is present at the slave node in a Hadoop cluster. SDFS is a distributed file system in which data is being stored, means read write operation can be performed. So this is the overall architecture of RHIP. So RHIP is another way it allow us to integrate R with a Hadoop. Now the third way of integrating R with the Hadoop is by make use of a Hadoop streaming. So Hadoop streaming is nothing but a utility which permit a user to write MapReduce program in any language to run a map or reduce job. This is what a main use of a Hadoop streaming. It is a utility. It's simply a utility which allow to write a MapReduce program, because MapReduce is mainly responsible for processing. It is responsible for processing. So that processing means that MapReduce program you can write in any particular language. So here you can see this is a short data flow diagram. Input reader is there that will submit it to map stream. Then intermediate data will be there. That data is what we can say pre-processed data will be submitted to reduce, and then output writer will be there. So this is what a Hadoop framework under which all this procedure will takes place. So in short, you need to remember Hadoop streaming is another way of integrating R with a Hadoop. This is a third way of integrating R with the Hadoop. And the final way, or you can say final procedure which allows us to integrate R with Hadoop is ORCH. ORCH is known as a Oracle R connector. So it helps in accessing a Hadoop cluster with the help of R. So this is another way of integrating R with the Hadoop, and it allows us to manipulate data residing in a Hadoop distributed file system. So we discuss about 4 different ways of integrating R with Hadoop. So what are the different 4 ways that we have discussed over here? So R Hadoop, Hadoop streaming, RHIP and ORCH. So out of these 4 different ways, most commonly used way of integrating R with Hadoop is R Hadoop. So I hope you understand why there is a need to integrate R with Hadoop, how to integrate, what are the different ways, and how you can integrate it by different ways. So this is how this particular lecture is. So I hope you understand all this thing. Thank you.